Sit back, relax, and enjoy listening after a long, tense day. Both RK and SV found themselves restless, unable to settle within the confines of their homes. The weight of their decisions, their actions, and the way their lives had started to intertwine despite their best efforts to stay apart pushed them both to leave, without any particular destination in mind. For RK, every step had been filled with doubt. He had agreed to marry SV, thinking it was his way of repaying her for saving his life. But deep down, something didn't sit right. His mind kept replaying the words of her family, insisting she loved him. Yet, every time he looked at her, all he could see was hate. That hate was a storm he couldn't seem to escape. And tonight, it drove him out of his house and into the streets, as if he could outrun it. For SV, the day had been no different. She had been consumed with anger ever since RK entered her life. Everything about him, his presence, his decisions, even his very existence, fueled her hatred. The thought of being tied to him through marriage infuriated her. Yet she couldn't shake the feeling that no matter how far she ran, they were being pulled back together. Unbeknownst to either of them, both RK and SV found themselves on the same stretch of road. The cool evening air did nothing to ease the heat of their internal storms. At a red light, their cars came to a stop side by side. Neither noticed the other at first, both lost in their thoughts. But as the light turned green, their eyes met for the briefest moment. It was as if time had frozen. Both stared, not moving, locked in each other's gaze. For RK, all he could see in SV's eyes was pure hate, burning and undeniable, and yet something in him stilled. He couldn't look away. The restlessness he had been running from for so long faded in that moment. Nature, in its strange way, had led him to what he was avoiding. His mind went completely blank as he continued to stare at her. There were no questions, no thoughts, just her face filling his thoughts. For SV, all she saw was the man she hated more than anyone else. Her grip on the steering wheel tightened as pure anger surged inside her. There was nothing else but hate. No hesitation, no flicker of anything else. Just hate. Without a word, SV sped off, leaving RK behind. RK didn't move. He just watched her car fade into the distance, his mind still, his heart quiet. Even as he drove home, he didn't think about anything else. His thoughts were stuck on her, the image of SV filling his mind all the way home.